Hello and good afternoon. My name is Ganesh Doreraju, and I am here today to speak to you about something very special, our core values, the inherent and deeply ingrained principles that guide all our actions. They make us who we are. It is the thing that we devote our time, our money, and all our effort to. It sets us apart from our competition by demonstrating our unique identity in a very special way. And the uniqueness of our core values tells us and other people who we really stand. And it acts as a rallying point for all of Nokia people. You decided last year to support the renewal of Nokia's values and culture. You let hundreds of Nokians use their boarding passes to attend the 16 regional Nokia Way cafes that were held all over the world. It is a great honor for me to stand here and represent the over 2,500 people who are part of this amazing process. On the 16th of April, in Helsinki here, over 120 people took part in the final global Nokia Way process, Nokia Way workshop, where we put together all the output of the 16 regional cafes and came up with the 4 new core values that will tell us what we are and what we are all about. Like fine wine, it was not rushed. It was considered, it was reconsidered, and yet again considered. But ultimately, I think we managed to pin them down. Let me go through the evolution of our values and how it was actually created. Throughout the 16 workshops and cafes, people were bringing forth a lot of ideas and lots of issues related to the things that meant most and things that meant most to them. And what was amazing was that a lot of these things kept reappearing, and they were very similar, despite coming from all over the world, from different corners of the world. Speed, being passionate about service, having the entrepreneurial mindset, collaboration, the can-do attitude, customer satisfaction plus, the so-called wow factor. They kept on emerging over and over again. And this was a classic example of core versus context. We had our old Nokia values, which were a part and parcel of the way Nokia people have been working over a long period of time, set against the radical transformation that was required in our journey to becoming an internet company. But hang on a second, people kept on asking, what is this internet company? But it didn't really matter. We have been in this situation many times before. Nokia has had to shed some of its old businesses for new ones, despite the fact that we did not know what it was all about. We were not quite sure where this was going to lead us to, but we did it. And that was the thing that made us go forward with this. As the people started discussing and looking at all of these different values, 4 thematically similar areas kept on emerging. Whether it was from Latin America or China or North America or Europe or Asia Pacific, it was revolving around these areas. And I think eventually the group of 120 people managed to articulate our new values. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share with you our new values, the values and behavior that will make working for Nokia unique in our journey into the future. Engaging you, passion for innovation, achieving together, and very human. As you can see, these values are expressed in a way differently from the way our old values were expressed. But this is in a part reflecting the changing times. If in the past we were content and happy to have things as givens, rules and orders, the new so-called click generation would like to be much more involved and engaged in the sense-making, in the creation of new ideas, and being involved in the implementation. And these new values, as highlighted here, is something that was actually developed together. This whole idea of co-creation was the cornerstone of the Nokia Way Cafes. And I would like to now take you through each one of these values. I would like to talk to you about the key essence of these values, highlight the creation and also the spirit of these values. Engaging you. This is much more than customer satisfaction. In fact, this is where customer satisfaction lies, but it also involves a lot of other people, our suppliers, our business and joint venture partners, the buyers, the shoppers, the users, the consumers, and in fact it includes every one of Nokia people who are working all over the world. It involves you, it involves you, it involves you. It actually involves every one of us. And you know who you are, and we, Nokia, will involve you intensely. Passion for innovation. This is a deep desire that we have in our minds to actually live our dreams, to take the courage and to move ahead and to make the leap into the future. It is a passion for making the necessary innovations in technology, in ways of working, in processes, and really being passionate about trying to understand the world around us. It creates the mindset for Nokia people to constantly challenge our ways to innovate and add customer value in every activity across our business. It is passion that will give us this energy. It is passion that will give us the stamina, and it is passion that will give us the perseverance to achieve results, to change, I'm sorry, I'm messing around with this, to turn every obstacle into opportunities. Achieving together is much more than just forming partnerships and collaboration. It is about reaching out to others, calling out to others to come and join with us, to work together, to share with the risks and successes in our way forward in achieving. And reaching out to others, it's much more than forming simple alliances. It is also about forming formal and non-formal networks. Let's not be mistaken. There is a big bad world out there, and there is tough competition waiting for us as we go into the internet space. Nobody underestimates that. Internet advertising, internet games, online communities, online shopping, rich behavioral specific services, news, games. All of this is going on, and others are creating it and others are making it. All this talk about values is not about making us limp and weak, but it is actually, on the contrary, energizing us to call upon our fighting spirit, because we have to now work against all odds, focusing relentlessly on our competitive advantage, that is mobility, to really make it once again. Very human. This encompasses everything that we do, the way we do in our behavior, very human in the way we deal with other people, with nature, and also the way we do business. It is being very human, making very human technology. And this links very well into our desire to becoming a very human company. Just to say a few words, next week or in a few days' time, there will be a lot of discussion and talk about the Nokia Way Cafes to share some of these ideas that I have just talked about. And this will be followed by the action plan developments and strategy review meetings, and also the strategy that was shared here today. But as I close my presentation, I again look at you and think, here I go again, and think about the thousands of people who put their energy into this. Our hopes are very high, and we are ready to make this journey with you and the rest of Nokia, moving into the future and really embedding our values in everything that we do, in our system, talking about it passionately and promoting it at every turn, making it real, and ultimately making it into an authentic value statement. We will do it. Thank you very much.
Well, I think all that is left really here before the discussion is really for me to thank Ganeas and through him the 2,500 people who did work in this project. You see, they saw some glimpses of the work there in the video, and also on the final day I felt it was the best day of my life this year so far, when I had the opportunity to participate in that process in the Global Cafe. The energy and the commitment and the passion that had accumulated during the process or the project in the area cafes and in the Global Cafe, it came up like a wave. Because what I felt was really something I can believe in, very strong. And this is the Nokia senior management here. You come here and you are told by Ganeas in a very passionate, great way. These are our values. We believe in these. And I think there's a lot of power in that, in working in that way. And it will give us a lot of energy, a lot of passion to achieve together again.